So just to introduce you to anyone that's not familiar with you yet, you're a 6'3" guard out of Chicago. You attend Morgan Park High School, top 30 prospect in 2020, and you announced your final six about a month ago, which included Arizona, Kansas, Arizona State, Illinois, Louisville, and Wake Forest. And you visited four of those schools so far: Arizona,
Yep.
Arizona State, Illinois, and Louisville. Do you know if you will take any more visits before you make a decision?
Uh, at this point, I could probably take it. I'm not taking any. Probably not taking any more officials, but maybe like a visit. But at this point, I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Really decide. Just thinking.
Okay, gotcha. So before we get into the schools, just kind of want to talk about where you're from. Obviously Chicago, a place that has a rich basketball history. A lot of well-known players came up there.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, and a lot of others. What's it been like growing up in Chicago in that culture?
Peoria, Illinois, where I grew up at. Moved to Chicago. That the Illinois basketball vibe is just different. It's always like it's really harder than most places to grow up in. The Midwest, even places like Iowa. So it's a different kind of vibe, and you really got to be like different. You really got to be tough because you can't make it here being easy because there's a lot of hate in the state. So like people that you don't even know might be hating on you because they got some they see something in somebody else, and you probably not on their side. Like so, really, you just got to do it on your own and really grind and try to get up out of here.
Gotcha. So do you think growing up in Chicago kind of made you a tougher person, more mature person, and a better basketball player overall?
Yeah, for sure. Not a lot of people make it out of here, but you got to find your niche and whatever you're good at, whatever you like see yourself doing, like just keep working on it and like try to succeed because it's not easy to make it out of here, of course.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's good advice. So let's start with the Louisville visit. How did that go? And what did you take away from it?
Oh, the Louisville visit, it was fun. I actually got to meet Trey Young. Well, I met Trey Young before, but Trey Young was down there. I got to meet Donovan Mitchell, got to hoop with them. So it was kind of fun. Got to hoop with them, got to talk to them. That one trainer was there too. What's his name? His last name Berkeley.
Oh,
You know,
Chris.
yeah, Chris Berkeley. He was there. Got to talk to him about some stuff. So like all connections. Coach Mack. I love Coach Mack. Great coach. He's serious about what he's doing, and they're serious into player development. So I really appreciate that. Coach Murray, the recruiter, he's been recruiting me for a long time since like eighth grade. Man, he's like it's bigger than recruiting him. Like he's still my guy wherever I go, if I go there or not. So like he's my guy. So the visit really went well. Got to be around a lot of people that's into the game of basketball and making people better.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Do you talk to any of the guys already committed there or with anybody on the team?
Dre, my boy Dre just committed there from Indiana.
Right.
Jay Scrub committed there. That's my boy too. So got some people around me that's going there that I see myself teaming up with maybe.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So let's talk about the Arizona State visit next. How did that visit go?
Oh, that visit was so fun. Got to see Coach Bobby Hurley. Got to meet his family. I mean, we were out on the desert. It was hot, but it's not like a Chicago hot. In Chicago it's hot and it's humid. Out there
Right.
it's just hot. So it felt good out there. ASU. The vibe out there is lit. Party school, but basketball they get down to business. Coach Hurley lets his guards play. That's a big thing for me. So and the players there, Alonzo Burris, he's from Illinois. That's one of my guys. Remy Martin, great player to play with. So they got pieces there and they're working on something big.
For sure. Arizona State, they've also already got a commitment from Marcus Bagley. Have you talked with him any at all?
Yeah, of course. Marcus hits me up all the time, trying to get me to commit there. So that's my boy. He sends me even little things like Young Boy songs, like it's stuff like that. A little stuff always matters. I could really see myself teaming up with him, and that'd be a good combo.
Gotcha. And then the Illinois visit. I know the fans are about to go crazy for this one. But how was that visit?
Yeah. Hey, mom, hold on, I'm on live real quick. What'd you say?
I asked you what would the Illinois visit was like.
Oh, the Illinois visit. Man, as home. So everybody there, they kind of knew me. They got to talk to me. Everybody got in my ear about coming there. So you never go wrong with being home. I was assuming my past teammate goes there, so you never go wrong home. Coach Ching's recruited me. I've been around him for a long time, so it's great pieces there.
Gotcha. And they've also already gotten a commitment from Coleman Hawkins. Do you talk with him any?
Yeah,
Or any of the other guys on the team as well?
yeah. I talked to Coleman. He committed right after like his first visit, so he liked the
Right.
atmosphere there. So if I go there, that'll be a team up too. And my other teammate Demonte Williams, he goes there. That was my teammate. He was a senior my freshman year. I grew up with him, so no, that'll be a real big piece because he'll be a senior there, and I'll be able to play with him. That's
Gotcha.
like my big brother.
Okay, cool. And Io, he obviously goes to Illinois now. He might be going to the league after this year, but he also went to Morgan Park. Does he talk with you any, give you some advice about Illinois, give you like a more of a player's perspective at all?
Yeah, I owe the type of person to always keep it real, so he always gonna keep it real with me. This year I think people will really see him for who he is. Like last year he got to get off, but this year I think they'll really see. So I'm really gonna try to see like the first couple games, see how they do, see if they made changes. Then I'll go from there with that. Because he always tells me he always gonna tell me to go there because he always has my best interest.
Okay, gotcha. Even though he may not be there next year,
Yeah.
that would be a good place for you. Gotcha. So, do you feel any pressure to stay home and go to Illinois?
I mean, it's pressure, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's my decision. And wherever I go, that's just on me.
Gotcha. So, like, if you go out in public somewhere, do you always have people coming up to you saying you need to go to Illinois, stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know. I know people get in other states, but this state, I don't know. I think it's just a little bit more for some reason. But everybody's an Illinois fan here, or they're either an Illinois hater. You're either one or the other. So a lot of them are Illinois fans. So I run into them a lot, even going to the stores. But it's a decision I have to make for my best interest.
Gotcha. And just out of curiosity, how far away is the school from your house?
From my house in Chicago, it's 2 hours. From my house at home, it's an hour.
Okay, gotcha. And you also included Wake Forest on your top schools list. What do you like about them?
I like Wake Forest. I love Coach Danny Manning. Most of the schools I put on my list, I just love the coaches. Coach Danny Manning, he hits me up till this day. Coach Danny Manning, the whole coaching staff still hits me up. My teammate Marcus Watson is committed there. They offered my fellow teammate Brandon Weston, so we could have something going on there. A lot of people think they're in last place, but really nobody's in last place. Because all these schools, I'm still considering all of them. Like Wake Forest, I'm really considering them, and they're a big piece in this running for me to pick my school.
Okay, gotcha. So, what would you say your favorite part is about the college visit? Whether it's trying on the jersey, meeting the players, seeing the campus, what would you say?
My favorite part. Probably, that's a hard one. Probably, I don't know, just spending time with the players because they're going to be my teammates. Because I read people, so I'm gonna read the coaches anyway. So just spending time with the players, I'm gonna be playing with them, and they can tell me from their point of view. So just spending time with them away and talking to them and just picking up a little chit chat, all that matters.
Yeah, definitely. And then the coaches sometimes they're only going to tell you what you want to hear and, get you to come to the school. But the players, they might be up front and, just, be straight with you. So that's a good perspective to have. So what would you say has been the most difficult part of the recruiting process, if there has been one?
The most difficult part got to be, I don't know, making the decision and keeping up with all the coaches because I'm a liver, so I don't like talking about the same thing a lot. These college coaches they just want you to get you to come, so they kind of say the same things a lot. So I really just want to see the teams play and then see if they're saying what they're doing, then see it. So that's really a big piece of me.
Gotcha. So before you cut your list of schools, I'm sure more schools are hitting you up. Even if it was a school that you weren't going to, like how do you kind of respond to that coach? Like if they're on the phone with you, they're trying to have an hour conversation, and you're not going to their school. How do you kind of like you want to respect them in their time, but
Yeah.
you don't really care.
Well, me, I try to be straight up front. Like even when I like cut my list the first time, I told the schools like I appreciate them for recruiting me to schools that I didn't put in my list, and the schools that I did put on my list, I told them like a day before, like, you've made my list, and I really appreciate you guys, and I look forward to you guys to continue recruiting me hard and stuff like that. So like if I don't pick them, I'm gonna let them know because I feel like it should be bigger than basketball if you're recruiting a player. Like you should be recruiting them for their best interest, and because if a player goes to your school, you got to think about it. You got their life and and their family's life in your hands because they're trying to make it to the NBA, and that's money. So that's a job. So I feel like every school should have the best interest, and whatever decision they make, they should let them go, and always still be there for them.
Definitely, for sure. What would you say has been the most enjoyable part of the recruiting process?
The most enjoyable part about the recruiting process with me is being able to bring my friends on like my visits. Like if you look at my pictures, you'll probably see like my friends with me. So like being able to bring my friends with me and them to come out and see like, 'cause, regular people don't get to do stuff that us top hoopers don't get to do. They don't get to live the same life. So being able to bring people that's not like me, but we're still all the same, but like not being able to do stuff I can do, letting them see that and letting them be in that lifestyle.
Yeah, letting you have somewhat of the same opportunity that you have, kind of share it with them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect that. Have you talked with any guys that are still uncommitted about possibly going to the same college together?
Oh yeah, Zay Todd. Like there's still schools that's like not in my list, but I still think about like Memphis and Michigan. But like every situation is different. So like Zay Todd's at Michigan. Um, Coach Juwan Howard's there. I grew up playing with Jace and Jet. So like they're my guys there. So like Memphis, a lot of players they got there are like really serious about what's going on. So I like Memphis too. My coach talks to Coach Penny Hardaway. So there's a lot of stuff going on with a lot of schools, and these players like, even though they don't like most of them I talk to don't know where they're going yet. So people be like, oh, where they going? Where they going? I'll be like, most of the time they don't really know. So like, if it's a team out there, it really just will happen.
Right, I got you. Yeah. People always ask like, where do you think so and so is going and all that, and I'm like, they don't even know where they're going yet. I mean,
Right.
how am I supposed to guess? So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
And the people that
do
do
you have
commit,
any
like,
timetable?
huh?
What were you saying? What were you
No,
saying about Duke?
I was saying like the people that do commit, like if they commit like right now, if the other person maybe not ready to commit yet, so it still be like, you feel me? Everybody doesn't commit at the same
Right.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Uh, do you have a timetable for your college decision at all?
I was thinking about like my birthday around January time, trying to stretch it out to see the teams play a little bit, but that's not a hundred.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You can push it back if you're not ready yet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much. Good luck with the rest of the recruiting process.
Yep. Appreciate it.